Hey up again. So, this is what we're doing. I'm not going to back out this time. It's been pretty scary ripping out the boat. And the reality is, if I'd been braver, I would have been much more efficient. I could have got to the stage I'm at now a lot quicker. But the last few months, the last couple of months I've been on it, I've had a huge amount of learning involved. One of the key things was how to rip out a bulkhead safely and how to put one back in safely, which are key things. Like, it's actually much more similar to how I did the Dutch barge than I thought, but I just, in my head, it was a bigger issue than it was, and I was just so afraid to take walls out. But I know how to take them out now, and I know how to put them in. The answer is no. So another thing that's got me thinking about the history of the boat is through this door it's only possible to get a board that is 1,100 mil through from the diagonal there to diagonal. And you can see here where I've slightly been scuffing it. The whole thing needs looking after anyway, and again here. But the interesting about this is all the boards are taken out, or all the previous bulkheads, there's none in which are wider than that either. I mean, it would be possible to get something bigger through there, because that all lifts off. And the engine came through there, I know. But anything coming through that is a two-man job, which suggests the person who fitted it out for me was constrained by that same opening on the doorway there, and was therefore doing it on their own. Oh, like me, sad. So I might have to cut out that bit down there. It's promising. Whew, sight. So the issue here, close, but is these cables down here. So I've got a hole for all these cables, including these ones. I'm gonna have to go through that little hole there. And here's the final design. I'm excited about it. This is definitely what we're going to do. This is it. So, the boat originally was a bulkhead here. Taking that one out, putting a new one in across here. This is the original bulkhead across there. That still exists. So these two curves here, that's like the chart table and the galley. But the legs for the bed will go through, and the same on the side of the bed will go through. That means that bedroom here and that bedroom there can both be shorter, which means we've got size for a full-size double in the bow. Obviously it's got a bit of a pear drop shape with the shape of the boat, and then a shower, full standing shower in the bathroom. So that's going to be eldest child's bedroom. The bed's going to be higher than that, which is where there's batten is. Then there'll be a big play area, storage below, there's some storage into the wall, into the saloon, and also his feet will go through the wall there. This is going to be my youngest child's bedroom. Again, same as in the eldest bedroom. There's a bed's high up, that's where the bed will be. There'll be a sort of, 4 inches of foam on top of that, and all things to box her in. There's going to be the hole there for the feet to go through into the saloon. And there'll be a fold-out bed below or whatever for guests, as well as a play area or desk. And the wall for that is actually going to be about there. They're going to come out all the way along there, but when it gets to here, it's going to have a diagonal across to fill in the last bit. The reason I like that, one, I had to do it anyway because this is the biggest board I could get in through the door, so I couldn't have had one that came all out here anyway in one piece. And also by having a slight angle on here, it means we're not just walking down a huge long 3 metre long corridor of just parallel walls either side. Then we're going to come down here and there'll be a door just here, and where that wall there is, that will be effectively a wall. So I'll put my hand there to imagine there's a wall there, and that's going to be the bathroom. There's going to be a sink, toilet, and will be the shower. Then between those two walls there is going to be a cupboard. Same on this side, so effectively the floor is going to be where my feet are now. That's going to be walking through the door, and the bed's going to start about there. So yeah, that's the layout. And the thing that's really sealed this layout for me is the bonus space, which I wasn't expecting, wasn't planning. And this is what's happened sometimes when you're just being a bit sort of thinky about things. And this is what sealed the whole design for me. It's like, yes, we're definitely doing this, is because I always imagined this space here So we've got basically 4 foot from where my hand is here to the edge of that bedroom. We can make this feel like open space even more. We've already got the angle here, and how I position this door here, if I position the door further over as well, it's gonna make everything feel open, and we can keep probably a good 50% of the storage that could have been here by having lockers at the top here and a sofa underneath. Big enough for all 3 kids to sit on, and then we can have a flat screen telly on that wall there. And it's just another space on the boat, and it hopefully going to open up that corridor, because the thing about the corridor is it is 3 meters long, and if it's 3 meters long and 60 centimeters wide, it's just going to feel like a big long coffin or something, I don't know, tunnel, which is, so you're having that in the middle of it, open up, it's going to be cool. So yeah, it's a little snug, basically a mini kid-sized snug. So yeah, I'm excited, it's all coming together.
Now Hugh had decided where he was going to put the bulkheads, he needed to prep the hull, the cabin ceiling that is, below the deck, to ensure that the new bulkheads had a snug fit and a suitable surface to fit to.
Really glad I bought this mask.
Ta-da! They've all been ground back, as you can see, and all sanded back.
Hopefully, you're anti-glassed in. Oh. Hello again. I didn't see you there. One of the interesting things about working on a boat is that this tool here is basically redundant. Or is it? Check this out. This is what appears to be a normal spirit level, but has inside it, wait for it, you see that? This section here, I'm going to have to pop it down because I'm running out of hands. This section here can be, should be adjustable. Nice thing about this is it's also magnetic. So by doing this, I've decided that this mast, or the mast step in this case, compression post, that's what I'm going to use as my true for everything on the boat. And it appears to be a fairly safe bet, to be honest, because obviously as soon as we're on the water, that's going to be constantly moving. So what we're finding is that on this axis, left to right, the boat is actually pretty much bob on vertical. You can see quite how close it is inside the glass there, and I'm pretty happy with that. However, it is, and I can tell you this already, because the scuppers, which is where the water drains out in the cockpit, when it rained before the cover was on, that filled up with water because it didn't drain properly because the boat's leaning backwards, and the scuppers, where the water drains, is at the front. This was working really well until I discovered that the angle accuracy on this is just not enough for what I need. I've added another tool. You're gonna like this, guys. This tool is great. I love buying cool tools. So we'll turn it on. Oh, wait, let's put the battery in. Turn it on, zero it, undo it. And now I can adjust this and it gives me a precise angle. How amazing is that? So by using this in combination with the spirit level, I've played with it. So let's go to the one we know is true at 90, and you can see how far off it is. There you go. So that's now true. But as you can see, I've had to cut a gap there. Now I use this to measure that gap, and it is, I think, somewhere around 1.4 degrees. 1.4 degrees! It's not much. I've checked it in a few other locations as well. So yeah, every time I make a new bulkhead now, I'm putting that on, working it out, and making adjustments for what I think is true. So I'm now starting to build the forward bed frame. And the first thing I'm going to do is going to get this beam across here, nice and level. Using a spirit level on a boat, who knew? Marine ply is a lot heavier than other ply. It's a long way up those stairs. My back was hurting this morning. I just rewatched some of the videos I made yesterday. I can see why my back was hurting. So here we are, finished new layout as per that drawing I showed you. Got 2 rooms, all with nice arched floors, doors. This one I've started painting inside. So coming in here, you can see this structure here. This is the one I was grinding back earlier in the video. And you can see how it's now completely glassed in. And there's a layer of like 4 layers of fiberglass going up here and across to here, completely bonding this bulkhead to the fabric of the boat. And that does it all the way down there and all the way down, all the way to the floor, and on both sides as well, on the other side of the bulkhead, and here as well. And looking back.
And this is the finished result. We've got 1, 2, 3 cabins for each of the children. And look, their little snug area, they've even made some signs. It says no adults allowed. We just got to decorate it now. Easy.